course, a Canadian fan. We got Fofi, Canadian. So yeah, a lot of people out there in Canada play this game. Probably other than Americans, probably Canadians play the game the most. So welcome all in. Laptop Hound here. Good to see you. Well, boiled egg, I have to work my way to the East Coast. Timmins, Ontario. Yes. Fofi from Markham. We got Tessuigi from the Toronto area. We got Rojo Vancouver from, I think Vancouver. Digging out of the snow probably. So welcome all in, guys. Good to see you. This is the HAWC Report episode number 43. Yes, 43. 43 weeks we've been at it since OOTP24 came out, and a few more weeks still to come. Our Flyer fan, you may know him as Charles. You may know him as Warbot. Warbot has been having some issues. Yeah, he's been having some issues in the United States on his visit back home. I don't think he's back over in Europe yet for about another week. So he messaged me and said, Lap, I think I'm going to need to take the next couple shows off because I have to, it's been quite the mess with all the snow and the weather and work and everything like that. So Warbot will be back at some point, whether it's next week or the week after. But once again, he is like that spinning, just, we don't have him. He's not here. And I couldn't time this any better with the spinning logo here. So yeah, Warbot will be back when Charles is back and ready to go. All right. Yeah, we will talk about some of the cards a little bit later, but on the Thursday show, we have a bunch of things. We got some giveaways to do. And you know what? In fact, let's go and do this. One of the giveaways right now. We got a bunch of things coming up. Good to see you guys. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket to join in. And let's see if we can give away 5 packs in a couple minutes. While we're doing that, congratulations go out to EVC and NYC. You might know him. He's got a chair that he made famous recently. Yeah, a nice chair. We got to interview the chair for a while today on the pre-TWIP show. You can go check it on the VOD. And yeah, EVC won yesterday's Laptop Hound Daily. So the Laptop Hound Lower Level Leisure Lounge Daily, I recommend any new player out there. I'm going to go over some beginner tips a little bit later. So if you're new to OOTP, stick around. We're going to get you oriented in the right direction, because believe me, it can be overwhelming. Perfect Team can be overwhelming. You see all these cards, you see, you know, some of them are selling for hundreds of thousands of perfect points. There's different types of packs out there. I'm going to give you Lap's beginner tips if you're just joining the game in January here, because maybe you got the game for Christmas. Maybe you got it on sale recently, and you're just kind of diving in on these cold winter days into OOTP. And if you're new to OOTP, shout it out in the chat. Say hi. Say, yep, I just got it last week. I just started, you know, January 1st. I started at the end of December, and we'll go through some beginner tips for you, because a lot of the people here are pros. Well, pros. Is anyone really a pro? And know kind of the ins and outs and how to get started. But we forget, if we're new to the game, it can be scary, and it can scare some people off from wanting to play the game after a week or so. So we'll ease you into it. We'll hold your hand, and the chat and I will give you some good beginner tips. Commander Solo is a newbie, still a noob. Well, Commander, you've been around for a while, and I've seen you on a lot of the affiliate channels and non-affiliate channels, and you're a great new addition to the community. So welcome in. Cavacom's first day. Wow. Cava, what's in your coffee today? Come on, Cava. We know it's not your first day. You're one of the OGs, my main man. One of the first guys to stream out of the park baseball, and now still the baby affiliate. Yeah, you're still the baby affiliate. So we get to call you baby for a while, and not in the good way. We're talking in the young way, not in the 1960s way. So the Laptop Hound Daily, here are your updated results. As of right now, there's one going on right now. We're about halfway through the tournament. And Ricky Plays Baseball, Gotham Jokerfish, Team Oklahoma, and Town of the Lake Loons were our top 4 finishers yesterday. So they will get points based on their top 4 finish. 4 for first, 3 for second, 2 for third, and 1 for fourth. And to save you from typing it out, lap, how do you determine third and fourth? Because they don't give you third and fourth in OOTP. Well, you're right. They give third and fourth the same points, but I'm doing it different. I'm giving the loser, whoever loses to the winner in the semifinals, they get the extra point. And then whoever loses to second place, they get the 1 point. Yeah, that's my system. So overall, we got the Wabanaki Passamaquoddy. For a guy that can't pronounce names, he can pronounce, cities. Mississauga, Puyallup, Detroit. Yeah, see, I can pronounce city names, but player names, I have a tough time. K Hit and Calvin CC 1919. Wow. Welcome. 1919? Usually people put their birth year at the end of their name. And happy 104th birthday. 1919, as a history teacher, social studies teacher, whenever I see certain years, I think of 1919, November 11th, armistice. World War I comes to an end. So welcome all in, Kelvin and K-Hit. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, Ricky Plays Baseball, number 2 with 10 points. Jokerfish is second for 9 points. Team Oklahoma, Pingu Newts, the Mill Basin Yankees. I Rock This as Cat Pajamas, Marshall Mice, Boise State Broncos, and the Luigi Knights round out the top 10 at the end of January. So we've got about, 15 days left to go, 14 days. Whoever has the most accumulated points will get 20 packs. Just a fun tournament that I love entering every day, keeping the stats, keeping track of how players do. And on a recent episode, I think on Monday, I went through and showed you who kind of the top performers are WAR-wise. I picked WAR, so the top pitchers by WAR, the top hitters by WAR. And if you check out the VOD on Monday, you can get kind of a clue at which cards you should be looking for in your draft. All right, we will have other packs to give away a little bit later on. We're going to do the trivia. I know some of you love the trivia. And we're going to do our bounty coming up very, very soon. So get your fingers ready because a bounty fills up pretty quickly. Also, as Sporer mentioned, I am tracking some of the community requests. So if you have a community request, again, no guarantee. It's just kind of more food for thought for Sporer when he's creating cards and he says, you know what, I'm looking for another card or two for my Tuesday Trove. Who could I include? Well, he goes through and looks at the community requests and picks a few of them out. He's already, put a few out there. Bucky Dent was a community request. Mark Eichhorn from Boiled Egg and Fussmucker was a community event. Ventura from D-Block Dragon. We had a couple people with the Brett Butler community requests. So yeah, they get in there, but not every single one will be put in there. But hey, fill it out, and I will get those into Mr. Sporer every 10 days to 2 weeks. All right, what else did I want to go through here? Okay, well, I guess it's that time already where you want to be bounty hunters. You want your own show on A&E as the bounty hunter, the OOTP bounty hunter. All right, let me go and pick one out here. Okay, we're going with ID 699. You can see the imperfect rules. We did this earlier this week. I want to try it again because it was fun. It's too cold to go out for a walk, so we don't want walks. No. No walks. It's too chilly. Minus 25 here in Edmonton. So if you want to claim the bounty, you have to follow the guidelines there. All pitchers you draft have to have control of 70 or higher. And all hitters you draft must have an eye of 70 or lower. So you want bad eye hitters. Bobby Witt Jr., maybe he shows up. Maybe he's in the game. Bobby Witt Jr. Or you want pitchers with control above 70. And we did see the results on the last one. We did see a lot of non-walks. Walks were down in the tournament that we did this. And on Monday, we did the reverse. And we had many people walking in that one. So declare that you're in the chat. Let us know that you're in. Put your team name. It can happen for Jack Sawinski. Yeah, it can happen, right? I think Dogberry got his Miguel DeLon early few weeks ago as well as a community request. The Leviathan are in. No Fussmucker, no Edmonton Oilers jokes. Not while the team is chugging away on all engines, all cylinders firing away for Edmonton. Toronto, well, if you're a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, there's always the playoff. No, maybe not. There's always the golf season. Yeah. Toronto Maple Leafs. Maybe we'll see a Toronto-Edmonton final. That would be great for Canada. Maybe not for American networks, but for Canadians, Toronto, Edmonton, those will be two good teams to watch in the final. There is always next year. Well, how many years can you say that, though? Like, eventually there must be a statute of limitations on that phrase. Maybe next decade. There's always next decade. 2030? Wow, when the 30s get here, whew, watch out for those Maple Leafs. Maybe we got to start that trend. 56 years. Some teams go in much longer streaks without a championship. Edmonton Oilers, last time they won was 1990, I believe. So we're going on 33 years now without a cup. We were in there in the 2006 finals against the Carolina Hurricanes, and we went to Game 7. But unfortunately, Game 7 was in Carolina. It was a weird series. The home teams did pretty well. Edmonton just crushed usually when they were at home. But Game 7 was in Carolina, and those Hurricane fans were new to the Stanley Cup. They were all standing the entire game and cheering. And yeah, it was a heartbreaker. 2006, one game away from a Stanley Cup. But hey, Toronto Maple Leafs, much longer. I think the Cubs have established it's forever minus one day. Yeah, I guess there's always next year. Cubs fans probably have that tattooed on one of their arms. Next century, not next decade. All right, perfect draft, 6, 9, 9, 12 of 16 slots. Come on, guys. Enter in, have some fun, get involved with the bounty draft. All right, well, I guess we better go draft now that you guys are probably halfway through. By the way, might do some, those of you that play Franchise Hockey Manager, you can pick that up on the OOTP Developments website as well, Franchise Hockey Manager. I might be doing some streaming with some community members. I might have boiled egg, trying to get maybe an online league going. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything, but we might do a stream with some Franchise Hockey Manager and how to set up an online league. He's kind of testing things right now, and might have Pop Stongori, another big OOTP or franchise hockey player. D-Block Dragon, I don't know if you're still playing FHM, but there's a few people out there that like the hockey game. And of course, those guys stream every Wednesday night. So if you see them on, maybe go give them a quick hi and give them a little bit of love, because sometimes the hockey game takes a backseat to OOTP. It's about 15 versions behind. We're only on Franchise Hockey Manager 10. I'm working. You're my radio. Oh, okay. LAPT 96.9 on your FM dial. Stay tuned as we get ready with the Bounty Draft. Brought to you by Nespresso, where you can get your hazelnut, your caramel, your vanilla, or your coffee from Costa Rica. Now back to our regular programming. or I could talk to a chair. This week's long distance dedication goes out to Boiled Egg. Boiled Egg sent us a letter. Lap, I've been struggling here in Timmins. The weather is cold, the nights are long, the moonlit glow is dim. And as I work, I just want to rock down to Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Lap, long-time listener, can you help a guy in Timmins? A little bit down on the weather. Signed, Boiled Egg, 1974. Boiled Egg, this one's for you. And you got to airband the rest because, we got something called copyright. I can't play Thunderstruck for you. Maybe sometime in the future, Twitch will take off copyright. There you go. He's rocking already. Okay. Everyone now has that song in their head. I know I do. And okay, Jackie Robinson. Okay, we got all these guys will qualify. I wonder if we'll get any of the new cards in this draft. I wonder if they're in yet. George Brett. Okay, what do I want here? Oh, I almost made a mistake on the first card. We want pitchers with high control, batters with low I. And I do not have any pitchers here. Bobby Doerr. Oh, come on, chat. The meme card, Bobby Doerr. Why do you have to have I over 70? Well, there we go. Al Simmons. I didn't think I'd get a perfect card. Or Monte Ward. This is even better because I can use him as a pitcher because I'm sure he has control over 70. If you get a two-way player, they have to meet both qualifications. I under 70, control over 70. We've got the perfect card here, guys. Monte Ward. I got to go double check my rules now. Make sure I'm not doing it backward. Hitters, I 70 or lower. Okay, Lap, you're good. Next up. Mo Vaughn, Bill Hutchinson. No one qualifies except Buddy Bell. Oh, yeah, Texas Ranger legend. I'm sure he did something as a rookie with Texas. But Buddy Bell with his 36 I is on the team. Next up, Doc Ellis. Okay, Doc is a possible choice. Behave, Doc, behave. I think we go with Doc Ellis. Or do we go Mark Ellis? We got Ellises all over the place. You get an Ellis and you get an Ellis. Who do we want to love, the A's or the Pirates? Well, I saw someone here is a Pirate fan, so we're going to go with Doc. Control 70 or higher for the pitcher. Control 70 or higher. I 70 or lower for the batters. So we want high control pitchers, low I batters, because we want to see a lot of walks. Or we don't want to see a lot of walks. We want to see a lot of players not walking, striking out. Okay. Remember, it's cold. We don't want any walks, so we want bad I. Tyler Clippard does not qualify. And if you do draft someone that doesn't qualify, just bench them. If you go with 24 players, 22 players, 18 players, Ezra has done well in the past with 18 players, so you could as well. Bob Farrell. Catchers might be a little tricky until you get to the lower categories. Okay. Carl Edwards, I would love to draft you, but you don't qualify. This is a difficult round. I'm not getting a lot of high control pitchers. L. Leiter, you get to come in. And you know what? I didn't think this would happen in a gold round. Only 1 out of 12 cards qualifies. Let me double check. Low eye, high control. This is nasty. I'm gonna have to bench a guy already. Oh, low eye. No. Yep. No one else qualifies. So Greg Olson, you get to be the token demotion. And before I forget, I'm going to go do that now. Greg Olson, transaction, send to reserve roster. Well, that sucks. Okay, Jabba, you qualify. Jim Tomei, nope. Ooh, Lou Brock, you more than qualify. Better go for some pitching here. Ooh, Christy Mathewson might be a fun play. Christy Mathewson. Oh no, he's got to have control over 70. That won't work. Oh, Dante Bichette. How could you not? I'm just going for bad eye here. 20 on the eye. Dante Bichette, you're going to go in instead of Jabbo. And then we're going to go Jack Armstrong. Control is 70. 70 is your free bingo space, guys. 70 works for either batters or pitchers if they're right on the nose for their overall. Don't worry about the splits, just their overall. Control or eye. Bob Walk doesn't qualify. What's up with that? Okay. High control. Perez qualifies. Max Scherzer does not. So only one pitcher qualifies, and now we need a hitter. Hal Morris. I'm just going for the worst eye. Why not? Hal Morris. Pitchers Billy McCool. Nope. Oh, Kyle Schwarber. Oh, no, he's got really good eye. Forgot his live card's really good eye-wise. Okay. We should have a break kicking in here. I'm just going to continue drafting through the break so we can move on to other things. Don't know if it's full. If anyone in chat can let us know, is Perfect Draft 699 full yet? Do we have 16 teams? Okay, Louis, you got bad eye and play lots of positions. Ooh, Chris Stratton at a 69. Teasing me with that. So we'll go with David Festa. Round 13 with 5 picks. Oh, yeah, that could be a little tricky. Last time I had 6 that I could have picked. So it worked out for me last time. Rick Monday, you have eye that's bad, but you can hit dingers. And I think we're going to go with Brooks. No catchers yet. Oh, do I want a shortstop? No, I got a shortstop. Or do I want a shortstop? I'm going to go with Glenn Wright and his 34 eye. Okay, Gabby Hartnett qualifies. There's one catcher. And there's the Melendez. So you know what they say in Edmonton. When new cards come out, you draft them. Interviewed by Rich Grisham on the OOTP channel a couple months ago. MJ Melendez is on the team. He's going to get his first workout as he's got an eye of 92. Should strike out a few guys. Okay, Nelson Figueroa, you qualify. And who else? Irish Musial. I have 38. Jesse Barfield, welcome. I got a team of mashers with no I. Jesse Barfield. And then we're going to take the NEL Roselle. How were the cards? I don't know. I didn't take a good look at the mission cards. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thunder. Na 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 na. Thunder. That's how well those mission cards were. Hope you didn't get fired yet, boiled egg, from air guitaring out there in Ontario. Frank Dwyer is good. I need a center fielder, guys. Keon Broxton qualifies. So we're going to, what's his center field? A 55? Okay, we'll take him. Round 13. All right, let's see Chess Safari. Let's see if we can get 5 that qualify. What do I got? 9 pitchers. Control 70 or higher is going to be tough. Oh, George Mogridge. Well, I'm going to end up with 10 pitchers. Do I get a second catcher? I do. Austin Hedges with his 48i, which is actually his highest attribute. Go figure. There's 2. Denny Hawking qualifies. George Harper. Double check the pitchers here. So close. Yeah, Chess Safari, I only got 4 because I had a lot of pitchers here offered. But I got to pick 5. So Hank, we're going to take you. And then we're going to bench Hank Johnson, put him on reserve, which might be more beneficial. You need most of the new packables. Okay, EVC, thanks for the update. We'll take a look at all that a little bit later, but it looks like you need a lot of the packables, which makes sense. You don't want to make the missions too easy, and everyone gets a whole card. Oh, yeah, what was I doing? Okay, so once you draft your team, go to your pitching situation and make sure that all your pitchers have control over 70. If they don't, like Greg Olson, right click and you can send to the reserve roster. Yes, he is gone. So my pitchers qualify. Monte Ward. Oh, yeah, good. I forgot about Monte. Monte Ward qualifies for both, so he's going to be my number 1 pitcher. That gives me 11. Okay, I'm good. 11 is good. What year are we in? I think we're in modern. 2023. Yep, we're playing 2023. Set a little bit of a very basic strategy here. And then same thing for your batters. Go over to your batters, click on their eye. And MJ Melendez, I thought you were a pitcher. What am I doing drafting you? I can't use you, MJ. I'm sure chat notified me of that. I wonder if Lap will notice. I don't get to use you. For some reason, I was thinking he was a pitcher. Okay, off you go to the reserve roster. Now, Brooks, I cannot use as a hitter. So I'll do my best. I can't, if the game puts him in somewhere as a hitter, I'm going to take him off 2-way player because he doesn't qualify as a hitter. So go back to my pitching, make sure he qualifies. Yep. You're making way too much work. So now all my hitters have I 70 or lower. So we're good to go, including Monte Ward. And I got backups at every position. That looks promising. And on the reserve roster, I have 3. So how did you guys do out of your roster of 26? How many you get to play? Oh, EVC. EVC. Don't tell me that. Don't put a cloud on my day, EVC. All right, I think we're set there. Once again, guys, if you are in the bounty, you get the packs if you meet the roster qualifications. All your pitchers have to have control over 70 or over, and all your batters have to have I 70 or under. If one player plays 1/3 of an inning that does not meet the qualifications and you beat me, you will not get the bounty pack. So just do a double check there. And I don't think it's fired off. It is full, but it's not fired off. So if you're still working on now, I would recommend you hit submit, because if you wait to hit submit and it fires off, it's not going to save all your changes. So right now, before you forget, hit submit. And then if you have extra things to do, hit submit after that. Okay, we'll check in on that in a bit once we get our first round matchups. Welcome all in, everyone. Hope your Thursday's going well. Hope you're not shoveling too much wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Just finished off the bounty pack. Give you another 30 seconds to get into the contest here. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. We'll get your name in. And as I mentioned earlier, yesterday, EVC knocked me out in the quarterfinals. There's my little logo there. EVC beat me, and then he went on and beat Wildcat Bandit in the semis, and then he beat the Jokerfish. So today I got a gift in round 1. I played Sporer in round 1. And that series went pretty well in round 1, because I won 31-0, 29-0, 28-0, and 35-0. Glenn Davis was my MVP of the series. So anytime you can score 60, 88, 123 runs on Sporer, take it as a victory. And just ignore the fact he doesn't have anyone on his roster. Just pretend that doesn't exist. 123-0. 123. We look at the box score, and a lot of Jim unknowns. So it was nice. Whitey Ford got a perfect game, which isn't common, even against Jim unknowns. It's tough to get a perfect game, but Whitey Ford just went out there and said, I don't care if I'm playing little leaguers. I don't care if I'm playing kindergartners. I'm going for that perfect game. 13 strikeouts, 112 pitches for Whitey Ford. Game number 2, it was Yu Darvish. He went up against the Jim unknowns. He threw a perfect game. 15 strikeouts, no walks, no hits, 2 perfect games. And then we had our number 3 pitcher, Hernandez, come out there, and he would not be outdone. 9 strong innings, no hits, no walks, 14 strikeouts. Perfect game for Mr. Hernandez. And ignore the 10 errors that Sporer had. Just ignore those. I'm going to cover up the one. Look, we both had 0 errors. And then in game 4, after 3 perfect games, my number 4 guy, Eric King, would come out. You tell me the last time you had a bronze card pitch a perfect game. So Dave Stieb, a little bit of redemption for you. Came out and 4 perfect games in a row. OOTP, where is my trophy? Where is the recognition for throwing 4 perfect games against the content director? Yeah. No, in all fairness, sometimes I forget to draft my roster, and Spore even mentioned this on one of his streams recently. He said, I like to get into that laptop daily, and sometimes I enter early, or sometimes I don't enter till late and it's full. So my guess is he entered early and just didn't have time, which I understand, because, he had to put a show together today, folks. He had cards to show us. And then I came down to reality as EVC decided, you know what, Lap, I'm going to put you in your place, which he does sometimes, like he did this morning. Well, you're not imperfect, Lap. Oh, yeah, EVC. Bring the chair back. So I won 5-4. I won 5-3. So I'm riding a high. It's like I've won 6 games in a row. I'm going to coast to round 3. I'm going to beat EVC. No. 7-2, 9-3, 6-1, and 5-2. And EVC, being a New Yorker, gets support from Lee Mazzilli. Oh, okay. I'll rewind the tape a little bit later. I'll go rewatch that. I'll go rewatch it, EVC. Yes, we EVC and I have a lot of rivalries, especially in OOTP23. But we're having a lot of fun in this tournament here. He's had my number. I did beat him on Monday, and then he beat me yesterday, and he beat me today. So EVC are up 2-1 this week. Some reason the game is making us play each other. Dick Shot Dugouts, of course, D-Block Dragon loves the low cards as well, so he's always in the tournament. Fanatics, D Dempsey's here. He was on the show on Monday talking about his PTCS experience. The Dodgers by the Hoosman, they're always a fierce competitor. Who else do we got? Cub fan Steve, always in every day. Want to see in that winner's circle soon. Washington Park Rangers, always there. Ghost Ship by Chess Safari. Chess Safari in the tournament quite a bit. And then we got this manager here who's currently leading with his Passamaquoddy team. Makadkar. And Makadkar is playing Makadkar with the 2 axes. We got a battle of the axes here, hatchets. I guess they're hatchets. But they're a very good lower level manager too. Jokerfish, constantly there. So this may be lower level cards, but I'm telling you, it's fierce competition. There are a lot of good managers. GT Sundown with his Leviathan, who won a couple days ago. I see the Mounties. Rojo Vancouver looks like he's back. Dick Shots Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon going on to round 3. So good luck, EVC. You're going up against DK Copenhagen. I wonder if that's one of Charles Alt's. DK Copenhagen, or they enjoy snuff. If you're young, you may not get that reference. Okay, so once again, I am out, but I still win a couple packs, because even if you win one round, I finished 32nd, so 2 standard packs. But hey, how many times can you say you get 4 no-hitters in a row? Never. Never. I dare you to show me that you get 4 no-hitters in a row and 1 from a bronze player. Kava, I have lost in a lot of round ones. I probably would have lost to Spore today because Spore drafts good teams. So probably would have lost to him as well. Kind of would have rather lost to Spore, to be honest to you, because then I wouldn't have had to be embarrassed by EVC 2 days in a row in a tournament named Laptop Hound. Just wait. Wait till you get a tournament EVC. Just wait. Well, at least I won once against you this week. All right. Has it fired off? Has it fired off? Yes, it has. So we can go in and we can look at the matchups here quick. Who gets their first chance at the bounty today? Don't forget, guys, we're going to have trivia a little bit later. We got 16 questions, raring to go. Not we, because Charles isn't here. Sorry, I'm used to saying we. I have 16 questions. And my good friend, my Montreal manager from EMLB, and don't forget the commish is on vacation. He's not back until the 28th. So if you're looking for EMLB and you're going, where are they on the dial? Boiled egg, if you're changing your radio dial going, where is station EMLB? You'll just get static, as he is not back until the 28th. All right, Leviathan. And then if I win, I got to take on either Cavacom or the Rangers and Shansall. And then if I win that, I got to take on Famarte or Lord Christic or Dogberry. Oh, boy. Or Intel, or this guy, Racers, Intel. I'm thinking computer chip. Go with me. Intel, computer chip. You work in the high-tech industry. ATI, MIT, you're in the Arizona, in the, high-tech industry area. Intelati. Okay, we got it. Takes me a while to get there, but eventually I do. On the other side, we got the Turts, who won yesterday's bounty. Congratulations to the Turts. That's 2 bounties for you tournaments in the last week. We got the Winter. We got the Ghost Ship. We got the Hot Dogs. The Hornets are taking on the Beantowners. And then we've got the Dashins taking on the Devils. So Fussmucker, Spore. We've got Firenor, who does well at the trivia, going up against Rockster. Who are the Hot Dogs? Teddy O. The real Teddy O. 3. Going up against Fan 3. Oh, we got a couple 3s. Drink up, boiled egg, synchronicity. 2 3s. Got to remind myself to take a drink. And then we've got Fizzy. Fizzy. You know what I think of when I see Fizzy? Go with me on this one too. We in Canada had little candies. They came in a strip, individual candies. I can't remember what they're called, but when you put them in your mouth and you broke through the candy layer, they would fizz. Not like Pop Rocks. Someone, if you're in Canada, remind me what those candies are. They came in long, narrow strip. There was about 10 to a strip. Zots or dots? I don't know. Next commercial break, I'm going to look them up. And that just reminded me when I saw Fizzy eating those candies as a kid. Pop Rocks I was not a fan of. They hurt my mouth as a young kid. So check that out. Long, narrow strip. There's like different colors, red, purple. Okay, so there are our first round matchups. These are best of 5. Let me just check the first 3 teams to make sure they qualify, because these are the 3 teams I may have to face. The Leviathan, Expanse. Ooh, there's no expanse here. They're pretty shriveled up in terms of pitchers. They got 8. They did not get very lucky, but they got 8 that qualify. That's what counts. And then Leviathan for their hitters. I got to try and get GT to game 5. Game 5 or earlier. Hitter wise, I 70. Good. Team number 2 I had to look at was Cava, the launch pads. Ooh, I like it. Cava, you're a Canadian just like I am, and you decided to just go for the worst eye. Love it. I'm curious to see how many walks you're going to draw with this team. And then Cava with his pitchers. Ooh, that's not pitchers, that's hitters. I was going to go, ooh, that's pretty bad. Where are we here? Launch pads. 70 or higher. Yep. Good. And then we got a guy that came up against you in the finals on Monday. I think it was Monday. Sean Sultan's Washington Park Rangers. You guys get to meet in round 1. What do we got? Pitchers. So Carson Williams, even though he's 2-way, Sean, he can't make sure he doesn't pitch. So put him as 1-way if you can and not as a pitcher. Somehow he ended up on your pitcher list here. Because they got to meet both qualifications. And we look at his ratings. Let's double check. I is good as a batter, but his control is not good as a pitcher. And yeah, you're kind of short of pitchers there as well. Just like Expanse. And then with your hitters, everyone qualifies. You got a deep bench. And you even got 2 catchers. Good. So other than one little tweak here and there, lots of Fizz candy strips. Lost Duck just Googled. That doesn't make sense. I don't remember that mouthful of a candy name. I thought it was something simple like Fizz. It might just be Fizz. Look up Fizz candy, Canada. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, good. Sean is compliant. We are ready to go. So I don't have to worry about the laptop draft, but I do have to enter because I know you Sharks are going to try to embarrass me tomorrow. So let's go laptop pound, lower level leisure lounge, only iron and bronze cards. And the game is saying, you know what? We're going to quit on you. So let's go back and fire that up. Again, if you missed it, Spore presented the PT Elite finale. Not the final cards of PT Elite, because there are still going to be a couple that come out with the next PTCS. However, all the other ones now are in the game, either as packables or as missions. And if you missed it, there will be a replay tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you didn't get all your drops, if you came in late to Spore's show, you can go on tonight and it'll pick up from wherever you left off. Okay, let's go back to the file. So yeah, I hope you guys get entered into this. It's fun. You get to play some of the LE lower level cards. There's 23 currently signed up. And usually it gets full by about 8 p.m. I'm noticing lately it's around 8 o'clock. So if you're still in a tournament and you don't have any empty slots and you get knocked out early like I do, yeah, go get entered in. Just waiting for an ad break to finish up here. All right. Next. A little bit different organization, a little bit different routine with Charles not here, because when you do 42 weeks with Charles, usually it's pretty straightforward what you need to do. So I had to come up with some other material. Thank you, Jeff, for the follow recently. Welcome to the Dog Pound, Jeff C. Taco. Jeff C. Taco. I can handle that pronunciation. Jeff C. Taco. Okay, let's take that off. Let's go look at the chat quickly. Zots? No, could be. It could be. I still don't think we have a winner. Jeff. we got a couple Jeffs. Every chat needs a Jeff or two. Jeff Steel Flex, meet. Jeff C. Taco. Jeff Steel Flex, do you like tacos? You guys might have something in common. Welcome in, Jeff. If you're new to OOTP, this is a perfect time for you because I'm going to go through my tips, my hints. If you're coming into the game in January and you're going, I don't know if I can do this. This game looks tough. I don't have perfect points. I want Willie Mays. If you kind of have that kind of impression, you're just starting out, don't worry. Lap will get you there. Lap will help you. And all the affiliates, never be afraid to ask a question on any of the streams. Every single streamer of OOTP is willing to help you and willing to help you get better. And I bring guests on the show and they're always giving up their little trade secrets, helping people out. So this is not a community where everyone keeps secrets. It's a community where we like to share a lot of things. Will I show you my bronze winning roster? No. I'm just kidding. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. Simulation Gaming, Digital Realities on YouTube. Bronze rosters, although it's a couple months old now. Okay, beginner's guide. A lot of the viewers' music lessons absolutely are helpful. Yeah, that deserves a little bit of a shout out there. Music lessons is a perfect example of someone that's new that came into the game and has integrated into the community extremely well and is starting to do well in tournaments. If we had a Rookie of the Month award, music lessons would be one of the nominees because this person's starting to win tournaments, starting to qualify for PTCSs, and all by absorbing things like a sponge from the community. Without the community, without you viewers, without you streamers, we might lose a few people. They might walk away from the game because it can be intimidating. So well said, music lessons. You're poor and you have Willie Mays? I got Willie Mays too, but I had to pony up for him on the card shop. All right, here are some beginner's guides tips. There's very simple things. Again, if you're in the chat and you're new, because I saw on the TWIP stream, I saw someone post that they just bought the game recently, and they asked, how do you get so many perfect points? Well, we'll give you a few pointers here. First thing is very simple, very easy to do. Log into your account every day. Try not to miss a day. Although there's no penalty per se like last year, where you ended your streak and therefore you started at the beginning, every day that you log in, you'll get the new daily login reward. So it starts off with single standard packs, and then you get a double standard pack. Eventually you'll get a silver, a gold. And once you reach the 5, 10, 25 day mark of logging in, you get a diamond pack. And those diamond packs, those historical packs, you can pull some pretty good cards out of that. So try to log in every day. If you miss a day, it doesn't send you back to the beginning. Last year it did, which was kind of frustrating if you missed a day. You get close to the end and then you forget a day. It's grandma's birthday, and then you go back to the beginning. Here, you just pick up from where you left off. So that's the first thing. Every day, you're guaranteed at least one pack. No, it doesn't reset you. Yeah, no. See? Not only beginners learn things, but veterans learn things too. Yeah. I mean, it might still keep track of your streak of how many days you've logged in consecutively, but it doesn't reset you. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember from the beginning of the cycle that they said that that was taken off. Next up, if you can, it's not mandatory. If you can, if you have some disposable income, and I do this for 57.85 Canadian, I'm able to get PT Perfect Team Plus. For you Americans, it's $6.99. If you're in Europe, convert that to your euros. No, actually, it works out to I think $9.33 Canadian. So it is a pretty steep Canadian American dollar translation or exchange. So that's $6.99. That gets you a 30-day monthly membership. So whatever day you subscribe, it continues for 30 consecutive days. And with that, you get double the login bonus. So every day you log in, whatever stage you're at, you get double the packs. So 2 diamond packs, 4 standard packs in the top corner here. So instead of getting whatever this works out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're getting about 32 packs every 25 days. With PT Plus, you'd be getting 64 packs, which again helps if you're a new player. It helps get more cards into your account. The other thing, it gives you extra tournament slots. It gives you more perfect point achievement bonuses. If you advance up to gold in league play or diamond, you get some extra perfect points as a one-time bonus. And also, if you ever do buy perfect points, you get reductions, 5%, 10%, 20%. And also on the second Wednesday of every month, they give you some sort of award, prize. It could be a pack. Last month, it was a rainbow pack where you get a perfect card guaranteed, a diamond card, gold, silver, bronze, and iron, one at each level. So even if you quick sold all those cards, that's about 24,500 perfect points. So again, if you can't afford it as a new player, or even if you want to try it out for 1 month, yeah, I would recommend Perfect Team Plus. It does give you some perks as a new player that can get you a quicker start on the game. Next piece of advice. Once you start opening a lot of packs, go into your collection. You'll see the little tabs here on the screen. You hit collection, hit manage cards, and go over to this pull down menu here and select only duplicates. That'll show you all the cards that you have more than one of. And those are the ones that typically you want to kind of sell off so you can generate some perfect points. Now, some people like to keep duplicates of other cards because they might be in missions and then they could sell them later on. But we're so late in the cycle now. I think if you're getting duplicates, you're probably pretty safe selling a lot of those duplicates off, especially if you click on the card and you see that they're already in 1, 2, or 3 missions. You can probably sell those duplicates. Now, the other thing you can do is you can go to the card types and you can click on live cards only or MLB 23 live cards. And that'll show you only your duplicates of the live cards. Maybe you only want to sell your live card duplicates. There are so many filters that you can work your way through and manage through. I have a sell over limit where I set it to all cards gold or lower with a certain last 10 value. And that way, if I have a lot of duplicates that are lower than the last 10 value under gold, I sell them off, quick sell them. Other ones, I go individually and click on that little sell button on the far right side, and you can set your price. We'll show you that later. Tip number 4, and I think everyone in chat would have this as one of their top tips. Play tournaments. That's how you understand the cards better. It's how you understand which cards play better. It gives you some practice in tournament play. And there are 2 types. There's the traditional and there's the perfect drafts. So on the bottom of your main screen, you'll see a few of your recent tournaments if you've played any, and you'll see a show tournaments tab and a show perfect drafts. When you go to show tournaments, it's going to show you all the available tournaments that you can play. Remember, with Perfect Team Plus, you get an extra one extra slot. So you can play 2 traditionals, or you can play, I think, 3 traditionals or 4 if you have PT Plus. And go through and try a few of them. Now, you have to own the cards to play in that specific tournament. So if you enter a gold tournament, you have to have gold cards. If you're just starting and you have 5 gold cards, maybe pick silver or bronze or iron. Iron and bronze, you're likely to have the most cards because they're the easiest to get in packs. So go through, play a few of the traditional tournaments, and then when the tournaments are going on, go and try some of the perfect drafts. These ones you do not need to own the cards. It's like a fantasy draft. They give you 6 cards or 12 cards to choose from. They tell you have to pick 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. You go, you make sure you have enough catchers and first basemen and pitchers. And if you're a PT Plus member, you get 3 of them. And if you're not a PT Plus, you get to enter 2 at any one time. The good news is, once you're eliminated, you can enter another one. You do not have to wait until the tournament is done. It is done when you are done. Also, if you enter one accidentally, you can always withdraw as long as it's not full yet. Once it fills up, you cannot remove yourself from the tournament. But if there's a 30 out of 64, simply go to right next to the number here, like Daily Midnight Heat. I can't click on this because it's a picture. Click on it, and there'll be a little option that says withdraw. Withdraw from that one, enter another one. Once it fills up, though, you cannot do that. Once you finish, new players out there, once you finish a traditional draft or a perfect draft, go into the 3rd tab, which is your tournaments that you have played. So there's traditional tab, there's perfect tab, and then there's a tab that says your tournaments. Click there and it's going to give you a list of all your tournaments you've played so far. I recommend as a new player, you go in and you click on examine on a few of them. Go and examine them. You can check out your tournament when it's done for a day later, 2 days later, 5 days later. Eventually, they remove them from that list. But I think for up to about 5 or 6 days, you can check out the results from your tournament. So go through, click examine. It'll bring you back into the game. You can go look on the stats. Okay, which players? This Ted Williams, in this tournament here, Ted Williams did pretty good because 2 of them had the best average. War-wise, Roger Connor, Al Kaline, Tris Speaker. So again, it allows you to kind of get to know which cards play well in those specific tournaments. If you see a name more than once, you might want to take a chance on them. Do the same for pitchers. Go look at the winning team's roster because you can do that. You can go click on the winning team and see all their batters, their pitchers, their lineup. You can't see their strategy. But again, just familiarize yourself as a new player with the cards. My advice, have some fun with this game for the next 2 months so that when OOTP25 comes out, you're almost a pro. You kind of know what you're doing right out of the gates. But again, it's like being a new driver, right? Being a new driver, Mom or dad get in the car, you drive around with them, you take things slowly, hopefully, you hit a curb or two, and then you reflect. Okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Go into your draft, go into your tournament. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Oh, I drafted Dave Steeb. Well, that was right. Wink, wink. Oh, I took this 40 live bronze card or live iron card. That was probably wrong. So again, baby steps. You'll get there. Next piece of advice is what do I got here? Oh, again, missions. Something that a lot of people don't realize you can do as a new player. Go into your mission tab, go into your perfect team, the main account team, click on missions. It's going to bring up all the missions that are available for you to complete. By completing the mission, you get either cards like this Brian McCann that I've completed, or you get some free packs. Look at this, 3 silver packs, 2 historical packs, 2 diamond packs. Now, I like to filter my missions by showing the incomplete ones. I just completed this one today, by the way. And I like to sort the missions on the far right here by completion percentage. So what that'll do is it'll show you which ones you're almost done, all the way down to the ones that you haven't got any cards yet. Just a good way of, okay, which ones am I close on? Which ones do I need 1 or 2 cards? Maybe I can get on the card shop and finish off the mission. So again, some of the rewards are cards. Some of the rewards are packs. Sometimes it's a combination. You'll get packs and a card. And the little stars here make sense. Difficulty level. So if you're a new player, I would go and I would complete all the 1 and 2 star missions because they're cheap and they're easy. Wait a minute, that came out wrong. They're cheap and they're easy. Yeah, good enough. Especially the build a lineup ones. You can get, I think it's like 12 free packs by getting all the bronze build a lineup cards, and you can probably do that for less than 1,000 perfect points. In fact, I know you can do that for less than 1,000 perfect points. 12 packs. If you're looking for a mission, put it in the search bar, build a lineup, and they'll all come up. Or you can go to the category filter here, click on that, and pick the specific mission. So go find build a lineup, click on that. Oh, I haven't completed any of them. Boom. 1,000 perfect points. You got 12 packs. 6 cards a pack, 72 cards. There you go. Might even pull some good ones. So yes, if you're a new player, highly recommended you go through to the missions and slowly work on those. Now, some of them are 4-star, 5-star difficulty, and they're expensive. Don't worry about those right now. Unless it's a card you really want and you have a wallet and you're willing to buy perfect points, don't worry about them. Because as you open more and more packs, you'll start to fill these missions. So I'd start with the easy ones. Next up, if you go up to the the pack cards, there's something at the top menu here where you can go up and pick card packs. It's not always the same packs. 100% of the time, I think they always have the standard pack. That's always there for 1,000 perfect points. But sometimes they have specialty packs. And right now they've got the all perfect pack, which is new. We've never had this in the card shop before, ever. They gave them out as awards recently, but for the first time, you can get a pack of cards which has 6 100 level cards. 50-50 ratio. So odd-wise, you should get 3 live, 3 historical. You may get duplicates, but you should get 3 of each. Will you get 3 of each? Not necessarily. But It says 50-50 ratio, so I think that must mean automatically, maybe. Also, we got the historical silver pack. I like this pack at this moment right now because right now there are some really good silver cards that just came out. Spore on Saturday night released a lot of silver pitchers, silver hitters. I think Carlos Santana was one, a 72 or 73 rated silver card that was going for over 40,000 perfect points. You pull one of those in this pack, you're going to build up that perfect point account. Good time to buy silver packs, in my opinion. In my opinion, historical silver packs you can win big on. Sometimes they'll have gold historical packs. Sometimes they'll have diamond historical packs. Sometimes it's a rainbow pack. Sometimes you'll see 3 or 4 packs. And today they probably have a spotlight pack, right? Can you guys confirm that? Do we have a spotlight pack today? We do? Gypsy Sun, thank you. All right, so some of the things that you can do, and before we finish off the last couple slides here, let me go back to my main screen here. Then we'll check on the bounty, and trivia is coming up in about 10 minutes. So if you're waiting for trivia, stay tuned. It's coming around in about 10 minutes time. So if you're new to the game, today's your first day on a stream. Again, I mention this almost every stream. This is your launch pad and not the Cavacom type. This is your launch pad where you can find everything you need to know about OOTP. It's their main site. Go. And, perfect example. We got a new player like DKing395 who may or may not be from Sarasota, Florida, and a Tampa Bay Ray fan. I'm just intuitive. I have this feeling that he might be. He can go to this site here and he can go to the OOTP forums. He can join the Discord. He can listen to podcasts. He can purchase the game if he hasn't purchased it yet. And once he gets to the forums, you can find out everything, including pack odds for the spotlight packs that usually come out every Thursday. So when I go to this part of the forum here and I wait for it to load up and we go to today, which is Rich Grisham posting, because hey, Dishnet's on vacation. Although it's usually Chris usually posts. Rich is having fun, guys. Rich put up perfect packs yesterday. He's given out trivia in Discord randomly. I would check Discord, around between 9 and 11:30 at night. Check in on the main Discord because Rich does some trivia once in a while. He may just be there. So here are here is a spotlight pack today, Spotlight 36. You're guaranteed at least 1 silver from either Elite 2, 3, or 4, or from the NEL 5. So you got about a 2.5% chance of getting a perfect card if you buy one of those spotlight packs. They're 35,000 points. That fluctuates from week to week. And that gives you about 2.5% chance of getting a Kim, Henderson, Phillips, Ohtani, or that's it, I guess, those 4. Oh, they got another one down here. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? All right, we got. It's not usually it's sorted, but I think we got a new guy at the wheel today. He's having so much fun. He's throwing perfects all over here. So it looks like you have more than 4. You got you got a few. You got the Elite Bautista. You got the Fairbanks. You got the Andy Cooper, the Wesley. Looks like you have about 8. So about a 5 to 6% chance of getting a perfect card. Okay. So there you go. Sometimes if you have a few extra perfect points and you want some of these new cards that come out on Thursday, go ahead. Again, you're guaranteed at least a silver. You won't get everything that is bronze or iron. Just another little tip for you new people out there that might want to invest some of your perfect points into one of those cards. All right, a couple more tips for you that I have here. Opening packs is fun. We all love doing it. Most of the streamers will open packs on stream and they'll, go hooray. They'll do a little dance if it's a perfect. They'll grumble if it's an iron. And if it's something in between, well, you never know the reaction. So when you open up a pack, you get the 6 cards here. You can hover over it and see what the last 10 value is. And you can also hover over it to see if you own it already. And that way you can immediately put it on the card shop. Hover over the card, it'll say duplicate in red. And then you can right click, sell card, and it takes you right to the card shop to sell it. Very easy. So once you click on sell card, it'll bring up a window that looks similar to this. There's a couple little looks to it, a couple little views. You can order by mechanism information or by order spread. I like this one here. So you can see if anyone's willing to buy it. There are currently no one willing to buy this Gonzalez, and you can see all the people trying to sell it. So how do you price cards? Well, we'll tell you right after the break, because the break's going to kick in. Don't want the new players to miss this, so we'll be back in 2 minutes' time. Stick with us. All right, Laptop Hound back here after the break. And again, just finishing off some of the beginner tips here. If you're joining OOTP late in the cycle and you're looking to get a foothold on how to play this game and how to learn the game, and then come out swinging for OOTP 25 towards the end of March, early April, whenever that tends to come out, this is what you can do. So once you open cards and you've got some duplicates, now it's time to sell your duplicates so you can get those perfect points to maybe buy other cards or maybe a spotlight pack. And I saw someone that said, was it Gypsy? Do you open 7 spotlight packs or did you open 7 perfect packs? I missed that in the chat. Spotlight or perfect, and you got enough to get Garrett Cole. Well, that was quick. That was not the challenge, or not the tough challenge that a lot of these missions can be. But you got lucky with the random generation of cards there. So, Brydav did okay. Brydav got the Cole. So EVC, who is in Perfect League right now, he can take a quick look as the stream goes on and update us how many Coles are in the game already. It's just been released over an hour. I'm guessing by now we must have at least 5 or 6 Garrett Coles in Perfect League. Oh, so Brydav. Okay. And Caged Wisdom just got Cole. High fives all around. Brydav, Caged Wisdom. I think those spotlight packs are going to be popular. I think it's a good time to buy them at 35,000 with 8 perfect cards in there. Just over 5% chance of getting a perfect card. I don't do the math. I don't know what the EV is on those, but after stream, I might be getting a couple of those. All right. So pricing your cards. If you're new to the game and you go, how much should I price my duplicates for? The live cards, always keep one of each. Keep one of each live card. Just sell your duplicates because sometimes live cards are in missions as well. And if you want to work on your missions, you're going to need those either now or later on. Historical cards, it's up to you. I like to keep one of each as well because of mission value. But if I have duplicates, I'll open up this window here and I'll go, okay, there currently are about 10 people selling it. Do I want to put him at the last 10 sales at 2,297 and wait, because that'll drop me down to the 4th lowest seller, which means that I have to wait until 3 other people buy this card before I will sell mine. It always goes by the lowest one first. Or do I want to sell it quickly, and do I want it listed at 1,800, be the lowest sell order? When someone's looking to buy it, they will buy mine because it's the cheapest, and I'll make my perfect points minus the 10%. You never get the full value here because 10% goes into the rake. It goes into, OOTP. So you're always going to lose 10% unless you list it for the bare minimum. And you see at the top here, right by enter price, it says minimum 1,001. If you want to just get rid of it and help someone in the community, put it for 1,001. When it sells, you'll make 1,000. You'll guaranteed to make 1,000. If you put it at 1,111, you'll still only make 1,000 because 10% will be taken off for tax. Anything under 1,111, you're guaranteed 1,000. So you might as well list it at 1,001 if you want to help the community. Or if you simply can't wait and you need to sell it now, you hit the little quick sell button at the bottom left-hand corner, and that'll instantly give you 1,000 perfect points. So then quick selling could be an option too. Remember, though, that some cards are a lot more popular and they will have a lot of buy orders. So the Shohei Ohtani currently has 5 people looking to get him, and they're willing to pay up to 190,000 perfect points. So if you pulled the Shohei Ohtani and you put him up for 190,000, it would sell immediately to that person that put the buy order up. You would get 190,000 minus 10%, minus 19,000, so you'd end up with 171,000. Or you can look at the 2 sell orders. Someone's selling it for 444, Someone's selling it for 600,000. Maybe you go, you know what? I'm going to put it up for 300,000. It'll be the lowest sell order. And the next person that really wants Ohtani is going to look at that and go, wow, 300,000, that's a lot cheaper than the other two. I'm going to go buy it. And you've made the sale. Edgar Wesley, not as much demand for him over on the left-hand side. We have one buy order for 130,000, one person selling him for 220. If you pulled this card and you wanted to sell it, you can say, you know what, I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to put it up for 170,000, halfway in between. And maybe that buy order will come up to 170. It's a negotiation game. Sometimes you have people undercutting each other. So someone that pulls Gonzalez will put it up for 1887. Next guy that wants to sell it will put it up for 1886. They'll undercut by one perfect point. And then the guy that had it for 1888 comes back and goes, whoa, I'm no longer the lowest sell order. I'm going to put it up for 1884. And they go back and forth. It's like a little game within a game. They keep on undercutting each other until eventually either someone gives up or someone comes along and buys it. So that is what you can do in terms of buying and selling cards. So once again, if you're new to the game, I hope you picked up a few pointers there. Log in every day to get those packs. Consider buying Perfect Team Plus for the bonuses. Sell your duplicates. Go through, play traditional tournaments with the cards you own. Play perfect drafts with cards you don't need to own. Check out your results after the fact to see which cards perform and how you did. Check out the winning teams and their rosters. Play the missions, complete the missions, sort by completion percentage. Check out what packs are available that you may want to buy with your perfect points. And when you open packs, hover over them to see if they're a duplicate. And if they are, put them on the card shop at a value that you're fine with. Either giving people a deal with no tax being taken off, or undercutting if you want to undercut, or trying to find that happy medium. And it may take a day or two to sell. And the opposite comes with if you're looking to buy a card. For instance, this Edgar Wesley. If you really wanted Edgar Wesley and you go, I don't have 220,000 perfect points, but I have 150 or I have 175. Never be afraid to put in a reasonable buy order. Because if you put in a buy order of 175,000, this person here that has it for sale, they may just sell it to you. They may say, you know what? I'll take the 175,000 because I want to go and buy 6 spotlight packs. Boom. Don't immediately pay the highest buy order. If you're willing to be patient and you don't need the card right away, put in a buy order that is reasonable. Drop it by 50,000, 20,000, 15,000, depending on the card. And guaranteed at some point in time, someone will sell it to you. Because remember, the longer you wait, the more packs are opened, the more cards come into circulation, the more supply there is, you probably have your buy order filled. I mean, as long as it's reasonable. For Edgar Wesley, don't put a buy order of 40,000. You're going to wait for a long time. There you go. D-Block Dragon with a request if you have an Eric Chavez for sale, buy order at level 10. Help our community out. Fill that buy order for Eric Chavez. All right, a check on the bounty, and then we're going to hop into our trivia, guys. Free to play trivia. Well, we are going to game number 4. And in fact, GT Sundown, game 4 is probably simmed already. So let me exit back out and go back in. Looks like we're 20 seconds away from a possible game 5. And synchronicity. I said, I want to take GT to game 5 because I think I'll have the pitching. Advantage. Well, we will find out in a matter of seconds because game 5 is about to sim. My friend Sean Saul gets revenge on Cavacom and sweeps in 3 games. The Eagles and the Rainiers are going to a game 5. The Razors in Intelati. The Razors advance. Devils and Spores Dachshunds go to game 5. Beantown advances. The Hot Dogs by Teddy 03. They go on, and the Winter take out our reigning champion, the Terts, who won on Tuesday. So we've got 1, 2, 3 game 5s ready to sim. We'll see if I get the notification. Otherwise, I'll have to back out. And if I back out and it's green, that's a good thing. So let's check out my first round matchup. 5 packs if the Leviathan can win game 5. So they win game 1, 7-3. I win game 2, 9-5. I take game 3, 2-1, and then they crush me 6-2. And I'm going up against this guy. Well, I'm going up against a tired 50% Jacob deGrom. That was my hope getting to game 5. Arrested deGrom, I would shake hands now and say, congratulations, GT, on beating me. But deGrom at 50%, he pitched 9 innings in his first game, 7-3. You didn't hook him out of there, although once the game starts, you can't really hook him out. And then you got a few relievers here. Holton at 92, Patton at 85, Papadaka at 87. So I'm thinking it's going to be a short start for Mr. deGrom. Okay, let's go back into the game. Won't spoil it for you because I can see if it's green or white. I know if I've been eliminated. And let's check it out. Game number 5. I believe this is game 5. Doesn't have deGrom starting, so it might have went to the bullpen. Maybe this is still game 4. Oh, yeah, this is game 5. Rocky Mountain, nothing after 1, 2-0, 2-1 after 2, 6-1 on a 2-run shot by Jesse Barfield, who has no eye, but he has a bat. 6-1 for Rocky Mountain as we go to the end of 4, still 6-1. After 5, it is now 6-2. And it stays that way all the way up until the 8th. Going into 9, Barfield again scores after he doubles. And the Leviathan have been taken down by a score of 7-2. So yeah, I guess deGrom was not rested enough. And with the tired bullpen, it was enough. I wanted to get to game 5. I thought I could win a game 5 because of the pitching situation. And we see a lot of red there. Good news is Jacob deGrom is 87% rested. You could have snuck that one out, GT. You might have stuck around for a while longer because deGrom would have been fairly ready for the next round. So good fight there. I've lost my fair share of battles to the Leviathan, and today was my day to take them out. So when we look at our menu here, we've got the Rangers and the Gladiators, Rainiers and the Razors, Winter and the Hot Dogs, and Beantown and the Dachshunds. And advantage goes to Sean Soul because, look, I don't get a rest day now. Thanks to GT taking me to 5 games, I have to play the next day. And I've got Doc Ellis. Even though I have a 5-man rotation, Doc Ellis is tired. How does that happen? 5-man rotation. I guess the stamina must be low on some of these guys. So I've got to do some fancy changes here. New people, if you're playing tournaments and you have a chance to micromanage, sometimes you have to do that. So I've got all my pitchers. Doc Ellis is tired, Leiter, Armstrong, Perez. Oh, is Monty Ward tired? No, he's ready. Okay, I saw that 78 and I thought I had all tired pitchers. No, his hitting, his relief pitching is tired, but he's ready to go, 100%. So I've got 2 bullpen guys and a starter. And Doc Ellis will be ready game 2, maybe? Ooh, maybe not. Doc Ellis is only 57. I'm in trouble. And the Washington Park Rangers swept their first round. So even though they have a short pitching staff, they've got the rest advantage. It's a good thing you beat Cava in 3 games because he would outlasted you like I did against GT. So you were lucky. You were fortunate to get him posted in 3. So I've got to have the same strategy. I've got to get you to game 4 or 5. If I can win, I think if I can win one of the first 3 games, I can win game 4 and 5 with pitching. But I got to win one of the first 3. All right, we'll check in on that later. Winner will go on to the semifinals. So good luck, Sean Soul. All right, how are we doing here? We're going to take our quick break a little bit early so we can get into the trivia when we come back. Get your fingers ready, guys. We've got 16 trivia questions. We got some packs on the line. Be back in 2 minutes' time. All right, we are back. And again, don't forget to check out our fabulous, wonderful streamers, D Block Dragon. We got EVC and NYC2, Dr. Dynastic. We got Tessawiji. We've got Nersha Benko. FKN Commish is on vacation right now, but PBE Sim is going strong. In fact, I think they're streaming tonight. We're getting started with a new season going on. And every once in a while, we see Yukar and Kazami on the weekends with their OOTP bingo. And we got Ezra Denny, of course, 5 nights a week, streaming his San Francisco Giants series. And even some non-affiliates out there that are streaming. Cavacom is on Sunday. He's an affiliate. You can get your drops with him. As long as he's in the playoffs, he streams. That's the Cavacom philosophy. And yeah, so many quality streamers out there that run all 7 days a week. Plus OOTP streams on almost every day now, except for the next couple Sundays with the World Series because Dish is away. Friday Showdown won't be on this week with the official channel because Dish is away. But you can catch a lot of OOTP action for those extra drops. And don't forget, Spore back on tonight with a recast 4 drops of today's TWIP set. So hope you guys are pulling some good packs. Hope you're filling your missions here to get those 2 PT Elite cards. And maybe I'll pull a spotlight pack at the end here. Sounds like that might be a good shot. EVC, did we get an update of how many Garrett Coles and how many Acuna Juniors are in Perfect League so far? It's going to fill up probably pretty quick. And again, big shout out to EVC for making Perfect League, being there now 4 weeks in a row, above 500 record. That's what we dream of. We dream of getting to Perfect League and taking home one of those physical trophies as a memento. All right, guys, you should see the draft, or not the draft, you should see the trivia on the screen right now, the instructions. So make sure you go through and follow those instructions there. You've got to connect your Twitch name to your Twitch name to your Twitch account. Otherwise, you're just shown as random contestant. So the way that it works is you're going to get 16 questions. Each question is worth, I believe, 20,000 points today because I'm giving you a little bit extra time to answer because some of the questions are long. And you have to choose what you think is the correct answer. The quicker you respond, the more points you get. If you're right. If you are wrong, the more points you'll lose based on how quickly you answered the question. If you choose not to answer the question, you'll get 0 points, which sometimes can be an effective strategy. Sometimes you want to take 0, especially if you have a lead. We're going to give away 10 packs, 5 to first place, and we're going to go and give 5 to second place again. You know what? Let's give 5 to last place too. Let's do 3 sets. First, second, and last. So your choice if you want to try for first or try for last. 16 questions revolving around some of our favorite players of the past and favorite situations. Okay. Guys ready? Guys ready? Oh, GT Sundown and EVC in the quarterfinals of the Laptop Daily. What a battle. GT won yesterday. No, EVC won yesterday and GT won the day before. We got our last 2 champions going head to head. Although Passamaquoddy was a winner recently too. So 2 of the last 3 champions going head to head. All right, here we go. You ready? Someone give me a ready in chat. Come on, someone give me a ready. Let's go. Before I start the first question. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello out there? Hello out there. We're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Oh, different sport. All right, here we go. I do not know Helen ready. Question 1. Roger Craig pitched twice in the All New York World Series and managed an All Bay Area World Series. Who else has been in an All Bay and All New York World Series? Rick Reuschel, Kevin Mitchell, Jose Canseco, or Ricky Henderson? A's, Giants, Mets, Yankees. Which other player has appeared in both types of series? Not necessarily the same one as Roger Craig, but both types of series. All Bay for you young people out there. Shane Bieber has pitched in an All BAE World Series. I can tell you that. All right, answers are in. Wow. Ricky fooled you guys. It was Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco when he was with Oakland in 1989 and when he was with the Yankees in the year 2000. So yeah, Ricky, I guess Ricky never was in the World Series against the Mets in his. I am a woman, hear me roar. That would cost you a lot of channel points, Dogberry, for me to sing that one. However, maybe I can do a duet with FKN Kamish. He can put on the wig. I'll provide the vocals, and we're ready. All right, let's see who was the only person to get that right. Don't cut the D block and Dragon. Got that one right. Okay. A lot of people there trying for last place. Question number 2. Which franchise listed below has never had a player steal 60 bases in a season? Incredible. Never had a 60 base stealer. Boston, Baltimore, Seattle, or Toronto? What are you guys thinking here? Answers are in. And of course, before Baltimore, it was the St. Louis Browns. Oh, did not fool you guys here. Nine of you were able to get this one right. Let's see who was the quickest to ring in. Yeah, I'm surprised that Baltimore's never had a 60 base guy, like even in their heyday, even in the 80s when there were a lot of stolen bases. IBDB was the first to ring in there. Yeah, Sisler topped out at 51, but he's actually not the leader. Any guesses on? Oh yeah, you're right, Cub fan Steve. Aparicio was the highest at 57 back in 1964. I think it was 1964. Aparicio had 57 stolen bases, so he came the closest. Okay, next up. Question number 3. Who is the only player with 200 home runs and 200 stolen bases across the past 10 seasons? Trey Turner, Carlos Correa, Starling Marte, or Jose Ramirez? 200 home runs, 200 stolen bases over the last 10 years. And answers are in. This is about as even split as you could get. 5-5-5-4. Carlos just needed one more vote. So, of course, it was Jose Ramirez, Caged Wisdom. You are right there. GT Sundown, the quickest to ring in. Fussmucker, Caged Wisdom, top three. And so after the first few questions, Caged Wisdom has the overall lead by only answering one question. Yeah, Caged Wisdom did not answer the first two questions. He took zeros and still has the overall lead. That's why taking a zero sometimes can help. Or if you're just entering now, you still have a chance to win, even though you missed three questions. Believe me, the high score usually is well under 50,000. All right, question number 4. Nelson Cruz led the majors in home runs in the 2010s. Who was second in home runs? Pujols, Encarnacion, Bautista, or Jay Bruce? I have to throw on a couple Blue Jays there. Second most home runs in the decade of the 2010s. And answers are in. How many people got this one right? Well, it was the third popular choice. Edwin, the parrot. So Edwin ended up with 335 home runs. Cruz had 11 more. So Edwin wasn't too far behind. 335 for Edwin in the 2010s. Again, not one that you would expect. I would have probably picked Jose over Edwin. But remember, this is a 10-year period. So I think Jose might have got started a little bit late before he started hitting them, or ended a little bit early. Let's check out the scores. We got Fussmucker, Amartya, and Caged Wisdom, the quickest to ring in. Music Lessons was in there fairly quick as well. And looking at our overall scores, Caged Wisdom still in the lead. And Rob Deer in Headlights and Chess Safari battling for those 5 packs for last place. So again, top 2 will get 5 packs each, and last place 5 packs each. Not sure how many Pujols had, but I would think it'd be pretty close. All right, next up. Which infielder played for the 1971 Washington Senators and became the first Texas Ranger All-Star back in 1972? Was it Buddy Bell, Toby Hara, Bill Madlick, or Frank Howard? Texas Rangers. Hero Driver would know this. D. Dempsey would know this. Dogberry knows this. And in fact, it was, I believe, the first of his 4 All-Star selections. Wow, you guys nailed this one. I thought Buddy Bell might fool a few of you, but it was Toby. Let's check the scores on that one after question 5. Rob Deer in Headlights, quickest to ring in. Sean Sull, Dogberry, IBDB2U, top 4. That's going to hurt Rob Deer in Headlights and his quest for last, as we've got Chess Safari commanding minus 91,000 in last place now. And at 55,000, Rob Deer in Headlights. So that was like a 40,000 point question there. Swing. Minus 91K. Yeah. So we've had 5 questions so far. The max you could get is minus 100,000. So Chess Safari has rung in quickly and incorrectly on his 5 questions in his battle for last. All right, here we go. Question number 6. That is quite impressive. That's hard to do. Which Hall of Fame manager did Terry Francona play for as a rookie back in 1981? Sparky, Dick, Earl, or Whitey? All managers you probably know by their first name. Terry Francona. Back in, I think it was OOTP22, we had a really good Terry Francona card. If I remember, diamond right out of the gates, I think. I think it was OOTP22. All right, answers are in, and let's see. 6 people, not bad. It was Dick Williams. And does anyone know what team Terry Francona began his career with? You should know that. That should be an easy question. Where did Terry Francona get his start in? Which place? Les Expos. Yeah, Montreal. Montreal Expos and Terry Francona. Take a look at the leaderboard. Fussmucker, Dogberry, and Landis, WX first to ring in. And overall, we got a lead change. Pharmatia in first, with Caged Wisdom in second. Fussmucker, EVC, and Landis trying to close the gap a little bit. All right, next question. Dusty Baker guided every team he managed to the postseason. How many teams did he manage? Quite the accomplishment. To me, you got to consider him one of the greatest managers of all time then. Different teams. Lap. A little bit of a spoiler there. If you're answering late. All right. Answers are in. Wow, only 3 people. Now, what would be really impressive, who can name the 5 teams that Dusty Baker took to the postseason? What were those 5 teams? The Lost Wanderer. Woohoo! High five, Wanderer. You got it. And you were third, quickest to ring in. In fact, you were one of the only 3. Fire and Ore and Dogberry were the other 2. Cubs were 1. Reds, Giants, Cubs. Astros. And the Nationals. At least that's what it had in the question when I looked at it. You guys confirmed that. No one said Nationals, but the Nationals, yeah. So what a career by Dusty Baker. Like, you got to consider him one of the greatest of all time. Oh, did you? Nationals was mentioned. Oh yeah, there you go. Houston, San Fran, Washington, Cincinnati. So you just missed the Cubs after Cub fan Steve mentioned the Cubs. Okay. GT knows his Dusty Baker. Dusty, come up to Toronto. Okay, next question. Who is the only player to catch 2 perfect games? Unbelievable. Only one catcher that caught 2 perfect games. Was it Posada, Haase, Diaz, or Pierzynski? 2 perfect games. Clock is running down. Time is up. Well done, chat. Yeah, Pierzynski probably would have been my guess too. because we had some really good Toronto pitchers, Roger Clemens. We had, a lot of good ones. I can't remember who were all there in the 90s, but a lot of pitchers, that you would think of perfect game type of pitchers. Does anyone remember the two pitchers that Ron HAWC caught perfect games for? Let's see. GT, do you know that one? Which two pitchers were perfecto? Unfortunately, it was not Dave Stieb. Dave Stieb never pitched a perfect game. He was 1 out away from a perfect game and a bad infield bounce. You got it, Farmarte. Yeah, Farmarte. It was with the Cleveland, it was Barker. And with Montreal again, it was Dennis Martinez. Good stuff. Then it was a no-hitter because AJ brags about it every broadcast he does. Yeah, probably a no-hitter then. All right, scores. Let's see. Total scores. For Mark Tia, 42. Hawkmoon in second. Fussmucker in third. Bandit in fourth. And Caged Wisdom in fifth. Down at the bottom, we got 3 scores under 100,000. Chess Safari at 134. Rob Deere and Headlights gaining ground, 115. And GT Sundown at 100. Although Wish Come True is gaining quickly at minus 95. All right, one more question, then we're going to check in on the bounty. Next question. Which is the only team to be on the losing end of 3 perfect games since 2007? Now that's quite the trivia question. A losing end of 3 perfect games since 2007. Was it the White Sox, the Dodgers, the Jays, or the Rays? Answers are in. And yeah, I figured a few of you would go to the Jays. The Jays are often, the team of that no hitters are thrown against. But it was not the Jays this time. It was not the White Sox. It was the Rays. Let's see if you guys can remember who were the 3 perfect game pitchers against the Rays. This is more recent, so you should remember a couple of these names. Yeah, Blue Tester teasing me with Steve. I know. At least he did get his no-hitter. I mean, many pitchers don't. I still think he should have had more Hall of Fame recognition. I mean, he was in one and then off the ballot because he didn't even get enough votes to stay in on the ballot. Felix was one, right? IBDB. Felix back, I think, in 2012. Burley, Fussmucker was another one, and he was 2011. And yeah, Braden, is that how you pronounce it? Braden? He was back in 2009. So yeah, you guys got the 3. You were there. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, that you were there for Felix's no-hitter against Tampa Bay. So you should have got that question right. Did you try to answer? IBDB, what happened? You got it wrong. You were there for one of them. Unless you're going for last. I guess if you're going for last, then it makes sense. All right. Overall, Fussmucker, Farmatia, Hawkmoon, top 3. There's Fussmucker again. Fussmucker, we've missed you at the top of the leaderboard the last few weeks. You used to be a mainstay there. All right, guys, we have an ad kicking in. We'll be back to check in on the bounty and to finish off the trivia. Go get a beverage. Go pet your dog. Back in 2 minutes. All right, we're back. Going to take a quick check on the bounty, and Sean Sol 10 and your Washington Park Rangers. You are up 2-1 right now. And I said I needed to get it to a game 4 and 5. Well, we're in a game 4. And let's go take a look at the pitching here because both of us were a little weak, you more so than me. So I've got a rested Jack Armstrong. And in the bullpen, I got a couple guys that can definitely throw in a few innings. For you, though, you were a little bit more short-staffed, but still doing pretty good. You've got Alcantara, who's 100% rested, so he's going to be ready to go for you. And then you got Menefee and Markham to serve in the bullpen. So you're in pretty good shape. Although I do recommend that you win game 4, because if you win game 4, I think you're going to be in a situation like Sundown was, where pitching is going to be difficult in that next game. So good luck to you. This is your chance. Knock out the Hound. In the other series, we got the Razors up 1 game over the Rainiers. Teddy O 3 has defeated the Winter. They will go to the semifinals. And Spore is down 2-1 to the Boston Beantowners. Again, we're only playing for the 5 bounty packs. So once I am knocked out, then you guys are just playing for the in-game packs from OOTP. Yeah, I'll bet that game was electric in Seattle. Obviously, it must have been in Seattle if you were at the game, unless you were somehow on vacation down in Tampa Bay. All right, we're going to finish up the trivia. I'm going to open up a spotlight pack, and then we're going to take you over to Dynastic, who is going to be going on. In fact, I think he's on right now, just kind of getting his stream going. But let's finish off this trivia. Hang with me another half hour, see what I get in that spotlight pack, and then we'll take you over. Don't forget, if you missed your drops on Twipped today, you can get those tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern as they rebroadcast the show. All right, guys, here we go. We're back. Oh, you had all 3 of your boys with you. Is that's what memories are made from. You go on a Monday night for a Wednesday game. Your wife suggested that you go to a Felix game, and he throws the perfect game. Wow. That definitely, I mean, your boys are never going to forget that. Hopefully they're at an age that, they can still remember those kind of things. Like, it's not too early for them. Here we go, guys. Next question. Which pitcher had the most opening day starts in Texas Ranger history? Charlie, Kenny, Nolan, or Kevin? Most opening day starts in Texas Ranger history. All right, time is running down and answers are in. Again, awarding 5 packs to first, second, and last. Well, Hero Driver would have known this because he's a big Charlie fan, and everyone got that. That didn't guess Nolan Ryan, Kenny Rogers, or Kevin Brown. Surprising, no one picked Nolan Ryan. He might have been the guy I picked, because I would have thought, well, Nolan Ryan, Texas Rangers, of course he's going to be opening day starter, but I guess not. Was that later in his career? Dogberry, quickest to ring in. Landis, WX, Sean Sol, T Chuck 4, and Chess Safari, who's going for last. Yeah, he got some positive points on that one. So Fussmucker and Hawk Moon, number 1 and 2. And Hawk Moon, again, is a big-time trivia contender every week. And GT Sundown has taken the bottom spot with 137,000 to the negative. Rob Deere and Headlights only 2,000 behind. Chess Safari and Wish Come True, IBDB still chasing it for the bottom score. Oh, he was that old when he signed with the Rangers? Oh, I didn't realize he was that old. Who is the only player besides Corey Seager to win the World Series MVP with two different franchises? Reggie, Molitor, Morris, or Dave Stewart? I'm shocked it's only two. I thought it was more than two. So if you watch the World Series, I'm sure they mentioned this more than once. Once Seager won the world or won the MVP. I don't think any during the ad break there, Rob dear. We just had one since the ad break. So this was question number 2. Answers are in. I think it was a fairly easy one for those of you shooting for the top. Of course, it was Reggie Jackson. Molitor, I believe, won it once with the Jays. I think it was Molitor and Pat Borders. Other Jays fans, correct me if I'm wrong. Those were the two MVP winners. Morris probably won one with Detroit, I'm thinking. And Stewart with Oakland. GT, we go to question 16 is the last one. So I think we're on question 10 or 11 right now. Rob Deere and Headlights, Fussmucker, Dogberry, quickest to ring in. And that's going to take Rob Deere and Headlights out of the bottom 3. It is GT, Chess Safari, and Wish Come True at the bottom. And at the top, Tiger, or not Tiger Cub, at the top, it is Fussmucker, Hawkmoon, and Landis. Who is the first person to win an MVP award in a 30-30 season? Larkin, Aaron, Murphy, or A-Rod? First person in a 30-30 season. You got to remember that all of these players have had 30-30 seasons, but only one has won the MVP award in that same season. So we'll see how many of you were fooled. With Wish Come True, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Wish Come True, 1, 2, 3. Good to have you, part of the Dog Pound. Hope you enjoy the trivia and the content, and hope to see you back often. I definitely would not have got this one right. It was Mr. Murphy, the only guy to have done it in his 30-30 season. Boiler Nemo, Sean Saul, and Dogberry quickest to ring in correctly on that one. Fussmucker, Hawkmoon still in the lead. And at the bottom, it is getting close. We got 5 or 6 people. GT Sundown with about a 10,000 point lead at the bottom. 4 questions to go, GT. Here we go. Question number 13. Which Super Bowl winning quarterback was never drafted by a Major League Baseball team? Here you go, football fans. Was it Ken Stabler, John Elway, Patrick Mahomes, or Matthew Stafford? I was going to put, Tom Brady on there, but that was too obvious. All you guys going for the bottom would have picked Tom Brady. Let Russ cook. The memes keep coming back. All right. Well, I did not even know one of these quarterbacks won the Super Bowl. Like, that's how out of touch I am with the NFL recently. What team did Matthew Stafford win the Super Bowl with, guys? It's probably something recent, right? The Rams? Yeah, Matthew Stafford is a tricky one because he actually played baseball with Clayton Kershaw. Like when they were young, they played on the same baseball team. But he was never drafted by a major league team. So that might have fooled people if you knew that he had this good friendship with Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, don't cut the D Block Dragon. Yeah, he went to school with Clayton. All right. I think GT Sundown, based on his response there, probably got that one correct. Oh, no, he didn't. Chess Safari, though, did. So that might take Chess Safari out of contention. Same with Wish Come True. So both of a couple people going for the bottom answered correctly. So Fussmucker, Hawk Moon at the top, Dogberry making a late charge. And at the bottom, GT Sundown has a 3,000 point lead from 10,000 to 3,000. IBDB, Rob Deer in Headlights, Chess Safari, Wish Come True. We still got 5 people racing to the bottom. You're still winning by 3,000. All right, I think 3 questions to go. Ricky Henderson was born on Christmas Day in 1958, and a year later, a player also born on that day won the MVP with the Chicago team. So not born the same year as Ricky, but born on that same day. Who was it? Wynn, Williams, Fox, or Sauer? Was it an Early, a Billy, a Nelly, or a Hank? Who was born on December 25th and won an MVP? There's one Rob Deer doesn't know, and he's just, oh, did I answer the wrong one? Did I answer correctly? Oh, Dogberry, you knew the answer? You knew that Nelly was a Christmas baby? Or just that he won an MVP in 1959? Nelly was the answer. Oh, he knew he won the MVP? Chalupa Pants in the house, getting that question right. The quickest, Fussmucker, Boiler Nemo, and then Fussmucker, Hawk Moon, Dogberry, top 3. How does that affect our bottom? At the bottom, GT Sundown has less than just over 3,000 point lead over IBDBTU. Rob Deer in Headlights, 7,000 behind. Chess Safari, 12,000 behind. And Wish Come True still has an outside chance, but 30,000 points behind. 2 questions left, each one worth 20,000. Who led the 2023 Blue Jays with the most at-bats last season? Was it Vlad Jr., George Springer, Whit Merrifield, or Bo Bichette? Who had the most official at-bats with the Toronto Blue Jays? You got to think, was anyone injured? Who was rested a lot? Where did they play in the lineup? All those kind of things come into play. Answers are in. It was George Springer with 613. So no one reached 650 at bats for the Blue Jays. Now, at bats and plate appearances are different. I went with at bats. He might have had, he might have led in plate appearances, but official at bats went to George Springer. Yeah. Chess Safari, you need about 25 more questions, I think, for that comeback. So Safari did ring in the quickest, very, very quickly. Fire and Nora, Coach Ruffy, top 3. And going into the last question, here is your leaderboard. Fussmucker, unless he does something really foolish, is guaranteed top 2. Hawk Moon is not guaranteed top 2, as Dogberry with a very quick response, or not even a quick response, but a quicker response than Hawk Moon, can overtake second. So we've got 3 people in contention for first. And in last, GT Sundown maintains a 3,000 point lead. And it's going to be either Rob Deer and Headlights, IBDB, or GT Sundown. The only ones with a chance. I guess Wish Come True still could, but he's got to get it wrong quickly, and the other three have to get it right. So timing is going to be everything on this one. How quickly do you answer? Of course, you know I like to have my Canadian content and my Dave Steeb. Who knows? Dave Steeb. Here we go. Question number 16. Three of the four Dave Steeb cards in Perfect Team list him as a neutral pitcher. Which is the only card that lists him as a fly ball pitcher? His bronze, his perfect, his diamond, or his silver? Tough one. They gave him neutral on 3. They gave him a fly ball on 1. What's it going to be? Answers are in. And believe it or not, it was his diamond card, his very first one, the Mission Edition one. So his diamond at the start of the cycle was listed as a fly ball pitcher, and the 3 that came after were all neutral pitchers. Final results. Congratulations to our top 2. Fussmucker with 81,000 points. Hawkmoon with 60,000. Landis and Dogberry, very, very good good attempt there at getting into the top 2. And at the bottom, it was GT hanging in there by less than 2,000 points. IBDB made a run of it. Let's see how they answered that last question. GT Sundown answered it wrong quickly. IBD answered it wrong quicker. So GT, it's a good thing you answered quickly. Now, question is, GT, did you guess or did you actually know it? Your finger slipped and cost you 1,000, but you held on to it. I'm curious, though, if both of you guys, IBDB and GT, knew that it was the diamond. Because I thought that was a tough, because a lot of people don't look at pitching. You accidentally went to full screen and had to quickly adjust to find the spot to choose your answer. All right. So GT, Hawkmoon, and Fussmucker. Congratulations on taking this week's trivia. Always enjoy doing the trivia. Usually Charles makes up the questions, but today he is not here. So I had to make the questions up, and hope you enjoyed it. Let's do 2 more things. Let's go check in on the bounty. Then we're going to open 1 spotlight pack, and then we're going to be done. Bounty. Did we go to a game 5? Or did the Washington Park Rangers claim the bounty today? Let's go to the results. Oh, it did go to game 5. And just like with GT Sundown, I think the pitching must have come into play. I win game 4, 4-1. And then I take the final game by scoring 9 runs. 5 runs in the 4th inning. And yeah, Washington Park had to resort to 4 pitchers, which I don't think they had. And once again, thanks to GT Sundown and to Washington Park, I am left devastated for the semifinals. I've got 1 pitcher who is rested. Monty Ward, my starting pitcher, is at 78%. And this guy is at 85. That's it. There is no coming back from this. No coming back. Washington Park, your hitters were okay, but I think your pitchers cost you. Yeah, I mean, congratulations on making it that far with only 8 pitchers in a modern environment. That's outstanding. So now I'm in a pickle. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. So what I got to do here is, I got to put in this guy with 49 stamina. Okay, let's do this quick. You're going to go up to number 1. I got to let Monty rest. I can't put Monty in. I got to save my best pitchers for games 2, 3, and 4. Perez, we're not even going to, hopefully it won't even pitch. Perez, what are you at? You're at 0%. Yeah, I don't think you're pitch. So I've got a reliever coming in. We're going to put him at, I don't know, 70 pitches. This is not fun. Festa, my closer, I'm going to give you the day off. I'm going to bench you one day. You can come in and close for Monty. And who's my other good pitcher here? Nelson Figueroa. I need to rest you for one day. All right, the semifinals are set. We've got the Gladiators going up against the Razors, who now have the chance on the bounty. And the only good news is that Lord Christic took the Razors to the full 5 games. So let's take a look at the Razors, make sure they're compliant. Yes, they are. All their pitchers, and they got a lot of them. Holy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got enough pitchers, Razors. If you're still in the chat, Intelati, you drafted like 14 pitchers. I think you're good to go. I am in trouble. Let's check out there. Oh, everyone's rested. Everyone is rested. Okay, batters. Monty Ward. Yeah, you're taking a game off. You're not even hitting this game. Where are you now? Where can I bench you before it sims? Bench for one day. Submit. Monty. On one leg. Gabby. I'm sitting you for one day too. Enjoy the slugfest or the slaughter. And Hal Morris, why put you out there in this situation? Bench you for one day. That's my only hope. So GT Sundown, you won the race to last, but apparently you're behind EVC in the chase for the Laptop Daily. All right, Laptop Daily. Where is it? Right here. Oh yeah, you should get 1 pack each for exhausting me. No. But I'm very happy you guys take pleasure in tiring me out and helping Intelletti probably have an easy victory, but I'm not giving up yet. All right, here we go in the Laptop Daily. Join this if you guys haven't yet. In the quarterfinals, we've got the Bombers up 2-1. We've got the Yankees up 2-1 over D. Dempsey. We've got Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon is up 2-1. Good luck, D-Block. And then in the Battle Royale, we've got EVC up 2-1. Expanse took a 1-game lead, and then EVC, like he did to me, Expanse, don't let EVC fool you. He lets you have 1 or 2 games, and then boom, he comes back and says, not today, DT, not today. Okay, now that the sim has come in, we got to take a even closer look here. 3-1 for the Bombers, 2-2. D Dempsey came back. D Block win the next game and hopefully get a little bit of a breather. Less EVC because EVC came and won 2-1. That EVC guy, that EVC, watch out for him. All right, I'm going to end off by opening up a pack that is hopefully going to make me smile after you guys wear me out. So we're going to open up one of those spotlight packs to end off the show. Once again, there'll be more packs to open up on Saturday. So if you guys are free on Saturday at around noon Eastern Standard Time, I will be back opening up 251 packs and giving you guys a chance to guess at what I have in the packs so that you can win packs too. Okay, here we go. No 9-inning baseball game against Charles today. So let's go and buy a spotlight pack for $35,000. Now the fun is always finding it. All right. Is it going to be silver as my high, gold as my high, diamond, or am I going to get a perfect, guys? Come on, what's your intuitive side telling you? Silver? Gold? Diamond? Perfecto? Or garbage? We got one vote for garbage, a couple for perfecto. Just had it. Or is it? Come on. I think it's going to be diamond. My guess is for diamond. All right, here we go. Let's crack her open. Gold, diamond, rainbow, rainbow, choice pack. Ooh, I got a couple choice packs in there. Here we go. Here it is. And we've got ourselves a lovely diamonds. Yes, yes. We got at least a diamond here. So again, it could be many, many, many different possible cards. Let's hope it's come on, let's get a Blue Jay. Let's get one of the early bird cards. That would be Synchronotic. Our diamond card today is that's frozen garbage. Yeah. Enough. It's cold here. Let's see if it can be Laps Lock of the Week. Kevin Gaussman. Kevin, or is it going to be the reliever Romero? Kevin Gaussman. Oh, Tanner Scott. Tanner Scott. Well, I paid $35,000. I don't think I'm going to make the perfect points back. He is a duplicate, I believe. So Tanner Scott. Oh, he's not a duplicate. Okay, I got to keep him then for the missions. Otherwise, it was garbage. All cards below 60. So we came close. We came close to making our perfect points back. He probably will be. I'll probably get my money back, but you'll notice a lot of sell orders now because everyone's open spotlight packs. If you wait until like next Tuesday, a lot of these will be bought up, and then I can put mine up to at least get my perfect points back. So I'm going to call that a push. Even Steven. And just for fun, let's open 2 regular packs. See if we can follow that up with anything. Nothing and nothing. One more. We got a Jackie. And that's it. Well, guys, I'm going to take you over to GT Sundown. Or not. I'm going to take you over to GT Sundown. GT, I've got you on my mind, buddy. After playing you in the bounty and then seeing you go up against EVC, seeing you win the lowest score, I can't help it. It's just GT Sundown everywhere. I'm going to take you over to Dynastic. So don't touch that dial. We'll be over there in just a minute. I'm going to hang around, though, and just look at the bounty since I'm still in it, at least for a game or two. But let's go share some love with Dynastic. Thank you, guys. Back on Saturday. Remember, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time in this cold weather. The sun definitely does not shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining. Oh, well, isn't it a pity? And every year has its share of tears, but every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time.